Welcome everybody to the Friday morning warm-up again, and as I say, nice to see so many of you. We're going to be looking at the E-flat major scale later on as our warm-up scale. Right, I'm just going to get onto the screen then the clapping, and it's something we half did once before. I say half did, we did the 3-2 son clave. Today we're going to do the 2-3 son clave. This is the only reason it's 2 and then 3 is because there are 2 actual notes in the first bar and 3 in the second. It's not really technical. So what we're going to do is just get our feet tapping left, right, and I'll get a little metronome going so it gives me a chance to stay in time. So left, right, left. And then when I count to 4, you're going to clap that beat on the screen. So notice there's a rest at the beginning of the first bar. So this is a 2-3 son clave. 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3, 4. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Good. Okay, we've got the 2-3 clave there, and we'll do a variation on that next time. Okay, now we're going to warm our instruments up, and our throats and our lips and our fingers, and so I'm going to be playing the note concert E flat, so you can play your appropriate note, long notes, tremolos, whatever's appropriate for your instrument. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just listen to the note itself. Concentrate on the sound. And how your fingers are feeling. Don't forget to keep breathing. One, two, three, 4, Good. Okay, that's partially warmed up the instrument and yourself, and I dare say by the end of the session it'll all be fully warmed up, if not on fire. Okay, we're going to move on to the chromatic exercise, and now we're going to do this slightly differently today. In the past we've always just gone up from the concert note, E flat or whatever the key was, up to the octave and down again, chromatically, so note at a time, step at a time. This time we're going to do it in a little pattern. So we're going to still going to work our way up from the E flat up to the concert E flat, but we're going to play the preceding note and then the first note again in the following fashion. I'll just play the first three. You'll get the idea quite quickly. So if I'm playing E flat, I'm going to go down, play the note, go down a semitone, and go back to the first note again, and then repeat for the next note. So we're gradually climbing up. So going upstairs, but going back down one again and coming up again. So in the end, you'll be playing something like this. Yeah, they're all semitone jumps. Okay, so we won't be doing it very fast. In fact, I'm setting the metronome to 30 beats a minute, which is about the slowest it's ever been. Not sure if it goes that low. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. So everyone get ready with your first note, which will be concert E flat. And if I put on the screen, actually for the concert players, I have got the actual notes. So that's the rhythm we're going to be playing, and the tab actually for guitarists as well, which might make it a bit easier. But the rest of you, I think you'll just have to think about the notes as well. And it'll get easier. We'll do this next week as well, so it will gradually get easier. Here we go. After 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and up. Stop on the E flat. Now, there's a good possibility that not everyone finished at the same time on that one, because it's a little bit easier, more difficult, and it's a little bit easy to get lost as well. So let's do that again. After 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and little fumble from me there, but just about made it. I think I got there at the same time as I should have done. One more go, and then we'll move on. Here we go. After 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and finish. There we go. Okay, well, if you get time to practice that during the week, that'd be great, and then next time we'll do it, it'll be even smoother. But there we go. Right, okay, let's move on now, and the next thing we'd like to do is actually move on to the main sheet that I emailed round. So we're looking at the warm-up sheet now, and again I've got on the screen the music for the concert instruments, and the rest of you will either transpose or look at your own sheets, or maybe you've got it in your heads already. So there we go. Anyway, I've got the E flat major scale, so we're going to be playing that first bar just as written, and just going to get the speed up a little bit. Notice the little triplet in there. So we're going to be playing just the first bar. I'm just going to play it once after 4. 1, 2, oops, sorry. Just reset that. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time, 2, 3, 4. And now Now we're going to do the descending, so we're doing the second bar. Just going to do that in a similar fashion. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, hope that's so far so good. Now we're going to play the 2 bars exactly as written as a 2-bar phrase, but we're going to repeat that as well. So we're going to loop the first 2 bars exactly as written. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. Okay, that's the E flat major scale, or concert E flat major, and to the right, the 3rd and 4th bar just shows the E flat major 7 arpeggio up and down, which would go with that scale with the E flat major 7th chord. Let's move on to the second line now. So we're going to be doing the major scale, same scale, this time in ever increasing intervals, and we're just going to play from left to right. So I'm just going to speed it up slightly. So just play as written, left to right, just the 4 bars, just once. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. These are all good ways of practicing scales, any sort of scale, just to see all the different intervals that occur within a scale. And you can start that scale further up the scale and do the same thing, and you get all sorts of other things happening. So, okay, we're going to move on to another good way for practicing scales and warming up as well, and getting the sound into your head, which is one of the most important things, is playing a scale in ascending thirds. And thirds are the basic component part of a chord as well, so you're playing intervals that appear in all the chords that appear in the key. So we're now going to look at the same major scale, so you're not talking about anything different, just the same notes, but we're going to play it in rising thirds. In other words, the first note of each third is going to be gradually climbing the scale. Okay, some of these things need a little bit of practice beforehand as well, including for me. So I'm just going to slow it down slightly just to make it a little bit easier. Here we go. So we're just going to do the first 2 bars first of all. Just the first 2 bars, rising thirds of the E flat major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do that again. I just noticed we've got a couple of bass players in the group. If you can't reach the note which is showing in the second bar at 6, you need to jump to 10 on your G string, fret 10. So, okay, let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, actually sounds nice as well, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do the second pair of bars now. So this is the same scale in major third, not major thirds, sorry, in thirds, but descending. Some will be major, some will be minor, depending on the position in the scale. So we're going to be doing the third and fourth bars of that line, starting on the high concert E flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. And for the last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Right, so that's the E flat major scale, and now we're going to move on to the next line down, well the last two lines in fact. This is where we sort of have some rhythms which use a particular interval, and this interval is the major third, which is the first third in the E flat major scale, so going up from the E flat up to the G, the do, re, mi, do, re, mi. So we're going do, mi as the interval, and what now my love, while shepherds wash their sheep at night, and so on. That third will be where you'll hear that. So let's play that first bar. Looks easy, there's not much in it, but here we go. Just bar 1. I think we'll loop it. Now I've written above that we're swinging quavers. That doesn't apply to this one because there are no quavers in it, but just a note for later on that we're going to swing quavers for the next 8 bars. I'll explain that when we get there. Here we go. First bar only looped. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sound of a major third. Bum, 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 bum. One more. That's it. Good. Okay, now on to the next bar, even less in this one, but we are going to swing that quaver. And what that means is that it's slightly longer, I mean we're talking milliseconds here, than if it was a straight one. So I'll just demonstrate the two. If you play that straight, in other words just as written, it will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 and 2, 3. If you swing it, you just delay it slightly lazier second note. So 1, this is swung, 3, 4. Hardly notice the difference. Bum, bum. Yeah, just slightly later. It's on the second beat of a triplet, so but something to explore outside this if you want to look into that. Okay, let's just play that second bar looped and swung. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. Okay. Okay, the third bar, this will be where the swinging side of it starts to sound more obvious. The rhythm of those first 3 crotchets, quavers, would be da da da. But if you swing them, it would be da da da. Yeah, so it's a bit more of a swing to it. So let's play the third bar and we'll loop. Just play it once first of all, just the third bar, just once. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, after 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Let's loop it all together now, that third bar, and last time. Do da do. Yeah, as Mick was saying earlier about learning patterns such as that triplet over 4 beats, is if you sing a pattern first, get it into your oral head, it definitely makes it easier to play and memorize as well. So singing a tune definitely helps if you haven't got something stuck in your mouth at the same time. Right, okay, let's move on to the fourth bar of this line. And these quavers are triplets, so there's no swinging involved, it's just played as written. So let's just play that fourth bar once after 4. Seems to have dropped in tempo here. Let's bring it up a bit, not sure what happened there. Right. Just the fourth bar, just a one shot. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Let's loop it. 2, 3, 4. Do 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 dum bum ba da da do 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 dum da 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 do 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 dum da 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 do 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 dum. Last time. Da, da, da. Okay, let's move on now to the strumming, and we'll get the chords up on the screen. So for those of you who haven't been here before, what we do now is I strum through some chords. If you're on a chordal instrument, you can play along obviously with the chords. And if you are playing chords, you can add sevenths to these if you want to make them just sound a little bit jazzier, or just play them as straight chords. So and the E flat will be a major 7, and so will the A flat will be major 7s. The others will be just 7th chords. If you're playing single line instruments, you've got a choice. You can either improvise using the E flat major scale, or you can just play chord tones, or just the root notes of those chords, or just make it up as you go along. So you can do what you like, really. And I'm just going to be strumming those chords, and just one bar of each chord at this sort of speed. Here we go. So I'm just going to loop the top 2 lines in the concert C section there. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to the beginning. Now I'm going to add the 7ths. 1, Couple more times. Here we go. Last time round. Here we go, back to the top. And finish on the root chord. Nice little major 7 there on the end. Good. Okay, and that finishes off today's warm-up. So let me just get that off the screen and say thank you very much everybody for coming along. We'll be back next week, of course, with a new scale and more rhythms and another interval. And I can't see any suggestions for the major third, but if you think of anything during the week, let me know. And
Beginning of When You Kissed Me.
beginning of is
That
that a
A drum.
well-known song, Chris?
Da 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 da
Oh,
da
that
da
thing.
da
Oh,
da.
oh,
Okay, well, if that helps. For those of you that missed the original conversation, we were looking for tunes which start with a major third as a way of helping recognise that interval when it appears. Or if you play, see, this is a lot of this is coming from me starting to learn the trumpet. Is that on a guitar you just know that a major third is from there to there, but on a trumpet you got to actually think it in your head because any note could come out otherwise if you don't actually think whatever note should come up next.
Yeah,
So.
I'm sure they do very well.